Storm Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Even though it was a very chilly start to our Thursday across mid-Michigan, overall it ended up being a really nice day. Satellite and radar still showing widespread sunshine across the area this evening. Temperature-wise, we're not doing too bad. 59 degrees right now in Lansing and Charlotte. 60 our current temperature in Jackson, Mason, and St. John's. Currently at 61 degrees over in Howell. We will stay dry and yet again mostly clear overnight tonight. Overnight lows cooling down into the upper 30s with another frost advisory in place for portions of the region. We'll have more details for you coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, a child in Detroit is accused of stabbing another student at a school while their mother was also taken into custody. Plus, a sheriff in Alabama has put up what some call racist Halloween decorations. And a Grand Rapids-based business is set to lay off hundreds of workers who are being replaced by artificial intelligence. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we begin this evening in Detroit, where a student is listed in stable condition at a hospital after being stabbed by a classmate in school. And that is just part of the story. Police say it happened on Wednesday at Gompers Elementary Middle School, and they say a mother gave her child a knife, who then took it to school and attacked the other student. Now, school officials say the mother had the knife when she walked through the school's metal detectors, setting them off, but the security guard did not search her. That guard was taken off duty at the school while they investigate what happened. The mother and the child suspect were both taken into custody. Also in Detroit, someone drove a car into a high school building around 2:30 this morning. Police say the driver is expected to survive. Investigators have not announced a cause for the crash or who was driving that vehicle. In this update, the last of 10 inmates who escaped from a jail in New Orleans is back in custody. Police in Atlanta found Derek Groves hiding in a crawl space in this house. Authorities also recovered a pistol, rifle ammunition, and 15 pounds of marijuana at the home. While appearing in Georgia court today, Groves told the judge he wants to return to Louisiana, where he will likely face new charges related to the escape.
Clearly somebody was helping him. I think there were multiple somebodies helping him. I mean, he had a fair amount of assistance, and I think that as the investigation continues, we'll keep trying to determine just how he was getting that kind of assistance and how many people might have been assisting him.
Groves and 9 other inmates pulled off a brazen escape in May. They removed a toilet, crawled through a hole in the wall, and scaled a fence in the middle of the night. All of the other escapees were recaptured within 6 weeks. Groves was convicted of murdering 2 men on Mardi Gras in 2018. Well, take a look at this. A pilot and a passenger are safe tonight after being rescued from their crashed airplane in the Florida Everglades. After the plane went down in the swampy territory on Tuesday, it flipped over and the pair were stranded and had to wait outside on the wing. They were eventually picked up by a Miami-Dade fire rescue helicopter and they were not injured. Well, this Halloween display is causing controversy tonight. Some say a county sheriff's decorations in Alabama are racist. The front yard of Sheriff Paul Birch's home is decorated with skeletons. Some of them are dressed as ICE agents and are chasing others wearing stereotypical Mexican clothing. The sheriff declined to comment to reporters, but his wife issued a statement saying, quote, "It's tongue-in-cheek." 2 Hispanic American advocacy groups called the display embarrassing and said leaders should prioritize unity. In Ohio, police were dealing with more traditional Halloween decorations. They responded to a call about a large orange object on the loose. Well, it turned out to be a massive inflatable pumpkin. It somehow came loose and was rolling around a neighborhood. Officers were able to eventually detain the subject and then released it back to its owners. Well, some business news for you tonight. A Grand Rapids-based financial insurance company is laying off 400 workers and replacing them with artificial intelligence. Cranes Grand Rapids reports Acusure will cut those jobs next year and be focused on the accounting department. Employees were notified Wednesday in a memo. The company employs about 2,000 people in the Grand Rapids area. There's a new law on the books in California that bans streaming services from playing commercials louder than the show you're watching. That practice is already banned by the FCC for broadcast networks. The lawmaker who wrote the bill says he did it for exhausted parents who just got a baby to sleep when a blaring commercial suddenly wakes them up. The law goes into effect in July. In Washington, President Donald Trump is scheduled for his routine yearly checkup on Friday at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. But this comes just 6 months after what the White House called his annual physical examination. The administration declined to explain the difference, but it did say the president will meet with military service members while there. The president's annual physical results, as released by the White House in April, showed nothing unusual other than minor sun damage and scarring, quote, on the right ear from a gunshot wound. Staying with healthcare back here in Michigan, University of Michigan Health Sparrow will provide free women's health screenings this month, which is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The screenings include mammograms for those who want them. The mobile health clinic will be at the organization's Ionia location on Friday. On Monday, it will be in Carson City, and October 17th, you can find them at the Lansing Health Center. For details on times and locations, check out the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. In Philadelphia today, thousands turned out for the 250th anniversaries of the U.S. Navy and Marines, featuring a parade of ships. 4 naval vessels steamed up the Delaware River through Philadelphia and into Camden, New Jersey. Other events included a Blue Angels flyover and a live performance by Patti LaBelle. And finally tonight, historical pieces of hair need a new home because the one in Missouri is now closed. Lila's Hair Museum in Missouri boasts the locks of past presidents, Marilyn Monroe, and they say even Jesus. It also features jewelry woven from hair of the dead. Museum founder Lila Kuhn died last November, and her granddaughter is literally splitting hairs, working to offload a collection of more than 3,000 pieces to museums across the country.
She started this because she was a hairdresser and she loved hair. She loved this art form. I feel like this process of rehoming her collection has helped me grieve her in a way that I didn't even realize I really needed.
Evans estimates the collection is worth more than $1 million. Lila's Hair Museum permanently closed last month. Interesting.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I mean, I've clipped my kids' hair to save it, you know, so I get it.
Yeah.
And if they've got Elvis and Marilyn Monroe,
True.
That's cool.
True.
Yeah.
I just hope my hair is worth $1 million one day.
Maybe it will be in a museum, Kendall.
One can only hope.
Absolutely.
Very important question for you, Siobhan. Did you or did you not turn your heat on last night?
I did not. I withheld. I'm determined.
Well, good, because actually our overnight lows are going to be warming a little bit going forward.
Very good news, Kendall.
Yes.
Thank you.